You're watching Global News Morning on Global Kingston.
Hey, good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. We're talking glocalization here with a couple of Queen's researchers that developed a website that is the only one of its kind. And I'm going to introduce to you right now Hasan Kettaneh. And who did you bring with you? You're a fellow researcher here, sir.
Lena Yahya. She's also another PhD student and innovation fellow with us at Queen's University.
Well, welcome. Everyone's heard the term globalization and the negative influence and context globalization has. You have come up with something called glocalization. Can you explain the differences here, sir?
Yeah, my pleasure. First of all, thank you and good morning for everyone. Bill, thanks for having us here. As you mentioned, we have been hearing the globalization term long time ago, and with now there are many negative impacts for this term about globalization, internationalization, and these things. Through the Glocalization Hub, actually, or through glocalization, we bring theory to practice. So myself, actually, I have been researching this term glocalization over the last 5 years.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, so it's actually, it has been there in the agricultural field, tourism, and different food industry and different things. But I first coined this term in higher education and community engagement, just maybe over the last, I was able to do this over the last 5 years.
Okay.
And I published in this field, actually. I came up with this term because I saw disengagement in classrooms, in the community. So we came up with this term glocalization as a common ground for different stakeholders to come together, to connect, exchange solutions, technology, and to have a conversation.
Well, Lena, can you give us an example of the website, and give us the website in a second where people can look at it, how it can change and be a positive influence?
So essentially, the idea that we're developing is a connection place and a marketplace for people to connect for peer-to-peer knowledge sharing and upskilling. As you know, automation and globalization and new disruptive technologies and disconnection in the labor market are causing people to lose their jobs. So we're hoping to help people and communities by bringing people together for knowledge sharing and upskilling. Not only can people connect to each other and pay through our platform, but they can also connect to customized solutions and education on in local universities and colleges, or connect to online content that's based on their previous work experience and education, and they can eventually connect to employment. And we've developed a concept we're calling the Glocalization Passport, and this basically consolidates all your learning, past, present, and provides you with introductions to suggestions for the future. Any learning that you've done can all be brought together in one place, and then using machine learning and predictive analytics, we can provide suggestions as to what you should upskill or learn next and what career pivots you need to make to adapt to the changing labor market and prepare for the future.
It almost sounds like a flow chart.
Almost.
It's like your portfolio. You will have your portfolio always there with you. But the different thing that we bring to the users is the mentorship piece and system integration. Like mentorship, we will connect them to mentors who will be able to help them. We will add the job integration piece there, the co-op, the internships for students. And the good thing about the Glocalization Passport, I think we just saw the screenshot there. Yeah, it's very convenient. So wherever you go, it's a real time also. So whenever you do a course or you connect to take a course through the Glocalization Hub, the university or college or the knowledge provider will be able to update your profile instantly, on time.
We only have about a minute left. This sounds very fascinating. Can you give us a quick example of how it can pertain to Kingston, people living in Kingston?
So in Kingston, just like in any other city, we've seen higher ed sectors and economic development and the city often working in isolation. And through a platform like the Glocalization Hub, we would be able to share data and information systems and use evidence-based decision making and make decisions that are based on evidence. So the city would know what industries to attract. People would know what kind of skills are out there and what kinds of jobs are needed. Universities would know what to teach based on the demand.
Course offerings.
You asked me for our website.
Yes,
and
let's give that before we go.
It's in development, but people can reach us at glocalizationhub.com.
Glocalizationhub.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best of luck in the future. This sounds very fascinating.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
man.
much.
Thank
Once
you.
again, Queens ahead of the curve. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thank you.